Let's check out the latest smartphone gimbal from DJI. It's called the DJI Osmo Mobile 8P. So, we saw the 8 not long ago. Decent smartphone gimbal. We've now got the 8P that has, by the looks of it, a removable remote control with a live video feed. So, let's see what we get inside. So it looks like it's those two items, and then we just have some information, as always, which is something we don't need to look at right now. But there we go. Move that to the side. We'll have a look in here first to see what we get. Okay, so just a few cables. We've got just a USB-C to USB-C cable right there. That's like, I would imagine, a connection cable for the actual gimbal itself. And then we've got this guy here. This will be the charging cable, USB-C to USB-C again. It's the standard now. Get a nice bag, as you can see. It just says Osmo on the bag. And inside we have the gimbal. So is there anything else in the bag? Not really. There's little compartments though, which is nice. You can probably put in a few other things in here if you needed to, but yeah. We'll move that all to the side now because the main piece is in focus. Here it is. So the Osmo Mobile 8P. So similar as always, or the exact same I'd imagine. It's the clamping system for your phone. That doesn't feel or look any different. This does look different. This mechanism here, this is like an unlocking mechanism right here, which is interesting. Just right there. Have to figure that out, but that spins around. And does that detach maybe? That does detach. Oh, that's a completely different design. Love that. So this is the fill light right here. And then this is the tracking module, or the tracking camera. You can see you've got a USB-C built into this compartment, this component, sorry. So this is really unique actually. This is completely different to the Osmo Mobile 8. So that can just obviously plug in, and it looks like you can turn it around. So we'll turn it that way. Simple little clipping mechanism, and then it's just a straight USB-C to plug in. I don't know if there's a magnet as well, but it feels really sturdy in there. That's actually quite nice. Unique little design. And then when you fold this out, this is also new as well. Big light on one of the motors there. And then we've got the screen right here, which is a touch screen. That's really nice. I love that. That feels nice. That actually feels quite premium. So we've got a little button on the side of the remote there. We'll just power it down so it doesn't start wiggling. But I like that big light on here. Similar kind of clamping system to what we've seen in the past. It's got the little pins so you know exactly which way it goes. Just before we get into the remote build, I'll just quickly talk through this, because there's also the extension rod there for those nice selfie shots. So that comes out, and that head still angles as always. You can angle it down, get it into its position, and then the tripod feet. Oh yeah, they are different as well. Okay, well this is nice. They've actually done a bit of a design overhaul here. So that's a nice build there. We'll just get that so you can see. Yeah, nice design, nice and long and quite wide as well, so sturdy, really sturdy legs there. And then that obviously just slots into place. That just feels a lot nicer. I like how they've redesigned that. There's the gimbal there. Let's just flip that around now so you can see it again. So that's the design with the fill light and the tracking system. And then here's the remote controller here. Love this. Look at this. Alright, so we'll get into it. Whoa, this is cool. So love the color, love the feel of it, the weight, the size. And what do we have here? So that can also, by the looks of it, you can probably connect something up here, like a little wrist strap or something, through this little connection plate here. This looks like some sort of magnet maybe, or system that clips in here. And then we've got the button on the side. So joystick control gimbal. So you can change what mode you're in with that side button. So if we just turn this on, it's obviously not the ideal way to do it. It is saying gimbal protection, so let's just restart it. There we go. Perfect. So if I press this side button, joystick control fill light. Ooh, that feels really nice. Look at that. So I can adjust that with the joystick left and right to get different like color, the Kelvin temperature, as well as the brightness with the up and down. That feels super natural. Love that. Button on the side again will now change the, what other option does it have? The joystick control fill light, which we're doing, and then the joystick control. So that will be the gimbal, I would imagine. Yeah. Wow, that's really nice. And then on the screen, it's got a full system. It feels very similar to their ecosystem here. Like you can go into the settings. Yeah, this is really nicely done. This is classic DJI here. I'd really like that. That's a nice interface for the fill light. We've got a Bluetooth icon there. That turns on and off the light, as you can see. So if you don't want that light on, but I really like that actually. That will tell us different things as well, depending on what mode we're in. You can swipe that up. You can link to phone via Bluetooth. Yeah, lots of different options here. Oh, we just rotated it. Rotate it back. That's nice. I like that. There's the different gimbal modes. It all feels very natural here. Nice responsive touchscreen, big touchscreen. I love that they've gone for a big design here. I don't love the small screens when you're trying to navigate, but this is a perfect size. So swiping up, we've got the different follow speed, joystick settings. Oh yeah, this is all very intuitive. Gimbal parameters, gimbal stat. Oh yeah, nice. They've added a lot in there. That's great. And then obviously magnetically just connects back in. Looks like it sits out a little bit. It kind of sits a little bit weird. I don't know if that pin's meant to go up there. Maybe. Let's see how that goes. Oh yeah, you've got to force it in actually. It's a bit of a push. There you go. So that's what it looks like when it's fully connected. And then when you want to release it, I believe you just pull it out. That feels natural, but then it feels nice and secure once it's pushed in. There we go. Let's just power it down because it will start moving in all sorts of wacky ways. There we go. So that's what you can expect, and there's the little indicator for the charging, so let's just put that back in. So you'll see here, gives us a little indicator as well. So it must be charging the unit, the little remote control from the gimbal. That's smart. I really like what they've done there. There we go. That's what you can expect from the Osmo Mobile 8P from DJI.